there are two students in this room. In the next 10 years, one of them is going to be really successful, and the other student is going to be thinking, what went wrong? So what is the reason? एक ही degree, एक ही course, same grades, but still one of them is successful and another one is thinking, okay, what went wrong? You know what went wrong? There was not one single thing that went wrong. There were a lot of things compiled over day during the compound effect that one student is successful and the other one went wrong. So let's look at these two students. Student A, same college, same course, same starting points, but what the student did was, the student read 20 minutes every night, and it could be anything in their domain. If, so for example, let's suppose that this student is a student of history, so this student read 20 minutes history every night, and the other student, same college, same course, same starting point, but this student scrolled reels on Instagram every night, 20 minutes. Yeah, I do that too, but doing that every day is not good, you know. So after one day, what happens is, no difference. After 1 week, no difference. After 1 month, no difference. But after year 3 or year 4 or year 5, they live two different lives. That first student who read 20 minutes of history every day maybe knows a lot of things on history, is a good historian, and that other student only knows about the current Instagram trends, nothing else. So this is how there's no dramatic incident, no lucky break. Just 20 minutes every day, they compound into a very big and very important effect. So the turning point that everybody waits for, everybody in this room actually waits for a turning point, कि एक ऐसा moment आए कि हमारी ज़िंदगी बदल जाए, हमें कोई बैग मिल जाए कैश का बहुत सारा, कुछ turning moment आए. But you know what? It never happens. कोई turning moment कभी नहीं आता. The moment that you're living right now is the turning moment actually. These small efforts every day, they compound every day into big effects, और उसके बाद what happens is that you become successful. Now let me give you an example from my life. When I was in grade 9, I was one of the two students in Pakistan who were qualified for a fully funded exchange program at Boston University. There we had to do projects with Harvard and MIT students, and I again got first over there. And then I went on my undergrad to University of Alabama on a full scholarship, launched different startups, got some funding on all of them. So when anybody asks me कि क्या हुआ ऐसा जिसकी वजह से आप बाहर गए या Boston University गए, Harvard गए आप इस तरह, you know what? I can't think of any moment कि इस moment की वजह से मैं यहाँ पहुँचा. What happens is कि every day जो आपकी habits होती हैं, they compound up and they make you successful. So this is some maths. If anybody likes maths over here, this is the math behind the compound effect. अगर आप 1% every day better होते हैं, if you become 1% better every day, what happens is कि आप 365% better नहीं होते. It's a common myth in math. आप होते हैं 3,700 times better at the end of the year, which is 3,700%, which is 37 times better at the end of the year. और अगर आप एक worst habit करते हैं every day, then you become to 0%. That's a multiplier effect, and it is written in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. So just become 1% better every day. Just read one more page, one more book, just watch one more documentary, and by the end of the year, you will be 38 times better than the person you are. And just compound it to 10 years, which is like 370 times, and that is a great number. You can be like Newton or something by the end of 10 years if you can do a consistent thing for 10 years every day. So the thing is that our brains, they only see some dramatic changes. Our brains only see the things that are visible in front of us. Our things cannot see the efforts behind it. Our brains can notice a loud argument, a failed exam, a big win. But our brains are completely blind to compounding. Our brains cannot notice that if we do 1% better every day, we can get a lot better by the end of 10 years. So each individual day, it feels normal that I'm doing nothing in life. But believe me, if you become 1% better every day, you're gonna be completely transformed after 20 years. Your life is gonna change, and the day that you're feeling normal after 10 years, that's not gonna feel normal. You will be the person of your dreams. So in different fields, I know that there are people from different fields over here. Some of them are in medicine, some of them are in design, some of them are in business, and some of them are in computer science. They all can relate about how compound effect, which is like how compound effect actually gets take them to a different level in their life. In computer science, for example, I'm a computer scientist, so we can see that if we fix one bug in coding every day, by the end of the year, end of the month, actually, we have a whole new code base, which is really great and which is really pivoting in computer science. So compounding is actually neutral, you know. When we're studying, actually, we check our phones every day. We check our phones. It completely feels normal at that time. But you know what is going to happen after 1 month or after 1 year? It's going to finish your attention span. You are not going to have any attention span. You cannot study. You cannot focus on it. And you're all going to do is scroll reels on Instagram, which is really bad. So compounding is neutral. You need to put compounding in a positive way in your life, not in a negative way. So again, coming to coding, we call it the compound effect technical debt in computer coding. What happens is that if I give a code base to like 5 or 6 programmers, they're gonna go with different shortcuts. वो different shortcuts लेंगे कि इस तरह हम output को ले आते हैं. But output तो आ जाएगा. बट उसके बाद अगर वही सेम कोड बेस एक डिफरेंट ग्रुप ऑफ डेवलपर्स के पास जाती है तो व्हाट देयर गोना डू इज कि वो देखेंगे कि ओह ये कोड बेस के अंदर क्या है. एग्जैक्टली यही फिलॉसफी आपकी लाइफ के अंदर भी अपेयर होती है. अभी आप लाइफ में शॉर्टकट्स तो ले सकते हैं, आप बिग थिंग्स तो अचीव कर सकते हैं, बट आफ्टर 5 years जब आपका एक न्यू सेल्फ होगा, उसको जब वो डिसीजंस इनहेरिट होंगे तो फिर पता लगेगा कि ओ हमने लाइफ में क्या किया, क्या गलत डिसीजंस लिए, और अगर उनकी जगह सही डिसीजंस थोड़े थोड़े करके ले लिए जाते तो आज हम इसकी जगह कहाँ से कहाँ होते. और ऑल ऑफ द सक्सेसफुल पीपल यू सी इन लाइफ, उन्होंने वही छोटे छोटे कदम लिए थे. दे वर नॉट एवरी सक्सेसफुल पर्सन इज बॉर्न इनटू अ प्रिविलेज्ड फैमिली. उन्होंने कोई सिंगल ब्रेक थ्रू नहीं हुआ होता. इलॉन मस्क को बैठे बैठाए $1 trillion का बैग नहीं मिल गया था. ऑल ऑफ दोज स्मॉल थिंग्स कंपाउंड इनटू बिग things, and that is the reason what they are today. So what I'm going to tell you all is that these silent investments are what you all should start. Just read a book at night instead of sleeping. It is going to be really better, and just show up when you don't feel like it. And इसके अलावा readiness isn't a feeling that arrives, it's a condition you build. You don't have to be ready for anything every time. सोने से पहले कि अभी तो बुक पढ़ने का दिल नहीं कर रहा, अभी मैं ready नहीं हूँ. No, you have to be ready. ये छोटी छोटा discipline होता है which after 10 years is going to take you really far in life. And back to those 2 students that I mentioned in the end, there was no secret reason behind why student A is successful and student B is not. Student A took effect of the compound change. And you know what, I'm gonna really suggest you a book over here, all of you, if you're really interested in this topic. There's a book named Atomic Habits. I think you all should really read it. It's a pretty famous book. And in that book, you'll actually know that one day efforts lead to a very big change in 5 or 10 years. There is no single breakthrough moment. You need to get disciplined. You need to start small, and it's never too late to start. So yeah, that will be my piece of advice. Start, and then you'll see how life changes after 5 or 10 years. Thank you.